When someone searches for cheap football jersey wholesale, they are usually looking for one thing: buying cheap football jerseys to resell. But let me tell you a truth that a lot of people only learn after losing money. The cheapest supplier is not always the best supplier. I am also a football jersey reseller, and over the past few years, I have tested several different suppliers. Some had slightly lower prices, others promised fast shipping, others looked really good in the beginning. But when you actually start selling, you realize that price is only one part of the business. The supplier I use today is the same one I've been using for over 3 years, and I continue using them because they do not only offer good prices. They offer the full package: quality, customer service, shipping, support, and trust. By the way, their link is here in the description in case you want to check them out. When you work with reselling, you need to think like a business. There is no point in buying the cheapest jersey possible if it arrives with defects, if the fabric is bad, if the stitching is poor, or if the customer complains. Because in the end, the one who loses credibility is you. And this is something very important. The customer does not care if the problem came from the supplier. They bought from you. So if the jersey arrives in bad condition, if it is delayed, or if there is any kind of problem, you are the one who needs to solve it. That is why, when choosing a wholesale football jersey supplier, you need to evaluate a few things. The first one is product quality. The jersey needs to have good fabric, good finishing, good stitching, a well-made badge, and a look that actually satisfies the customer. Because quality is what makes people buy again and recommend you to others. The second thing is delivery. A good supplier needs to have consistent shipping. It does not need to be perfect every single time, because problems can happen in any business, but there needs to be predictability. You need to know that when you place an order, it will be shipped correctly. The third thing is customer service, and for me, this makes a huge difference. The supplier I use offers support through WhatsApp, responds well, and helps when any problem happens. This is essential, especially for people who are reselling and need quick answers. Another very important point is the website. It may seem like a small detail, but it is not. Having an organized website gives you much more confidence. You can see the models, check the products, place orders more safely, and better understand what you are buying. When a supplier does not have a clear structure, everything becomes more confusing. And of course, price also matters. I buy jerseys at a very competitive price, which allows me to resell them with a good margin. But I do not choose a supplier only based on the lowest price. And I can say this from my own experience. I have already had access to cheaper suppliers. Some of them really did sell for a slightly lower price, but when I looked at the full picture, it was not worth it. The quality was not the same, the support was not as good, the communication was worse, and when a problem happened, it was much harder to solve. And this is what many beginners do not understand. Sometimes you save 1 or 2 euros when buying, but you lose much more later with complaints, exchanges, delays, or unhappy customers. In the football jersey market, trust is extremely valuable. If you want to resell, you need a supplier that helps you build a business, not just someone who sells cheap one time. The supplier I use today has this balance. They have good prices, very good quality, efficient customer service, an organized website, and support when needed. That is why I have continued using them for over 3 years. And when you find a supplier like that, everything becomes easier. You can sell with more confidence. You know what you are offering. You can serve your customers better. And you can grow without constantly switching suppliers. So, if you are searching for cheap football jersey wholesale, my advice is do not choose only based on the lowest price. Choose based on the full package. Look at the quality. Look at the customer service. Look at the delivery time. See if they solve problems. See if there is a professional structure behind it. Because that is what will make a difference in the long term. If you want to check out the supplier I use to resell my football jerseys, the link is here in the description. It is the supplier I have been using for over 3 years, and in my opinion, it continues to be one of the best options for anyone who wants to buy football jerseys wholesale. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below if you already work with football jersey reselling, or if you are just getting started. In the next videos, I will show you how to choose the best models, how to calculate your margin, and how to sell more in this market.